more seconds. Then go ahead and return to your seat. Ashley, please put that away and go ahead and read the now. Okay. Jacob, James, Robert, can you go back to your seats, please? Okay, turn and talk to the person next to you or behind you about what's funny about this for less than a minute. Okay, Jordan, can you tell me something that's kind of weird or funny about this? Cooking my babysitter's attitude? Right. Money, can you tell me something that's kind of weird about this?
Eating my hamster.
Right.
In a cage.
Yeah, okay, so if you, everyone quiet, if you read this through, you just say, "Dear Dad, I would like to ask you if you can help me with the following: my homework, cleaning my room, reading my laundry, cooking my babysitter's attitude, and my packing. I know that you are very busy, but if you could help me out, I could have more time to play violin. Is not my favorite activity, but at least it's not homework. That is something I hate. Also a reminder, after eating, the hamster needs to go back in its cage. Love, your son." So how would we fix this? Does anyone have any idea? Robert.
Is it babysitter's attitude? No, it's not really like a babysitter.
Okay, Lenny. Brianna, how do we fix it? Okay, so today we're going to be talking about punctuation. Okay, that's how we fix it. We fix it with punctuation. So, I'm going to pass out some guided notes really quickly. Punctuation is what authors use to organize their writing. Okay? Just like authors can't speak and then use words to convey tone or theme or line length to convey, the speed of poetry, authors also have to use punctuation to help organize writing. Hey, Con, you need to pass those back. Ashton, eyes up here, please. She's on here to top look. Okay, so punctuation helps the author organize his writing, and it helps the reader know when to pause and stop and move forward. So when we're speaking, we can always speak and use certain tones or stop, get louder, more excited, less excited, but authors can't do that. So they use punctuation to help organize. Okay? So the first one that we are going to be learning about is the period. Most of you are probably pretty well familiar with the period. But the period is the stop sign in writing. Right, okay. It tells us when a complete thought is done and the reader stops and moves on to the next sentence. Do you have a question? Raise your hand. No? So on your guided notes, go ahead and fill in periods are the stop signs of reading. They tell the reader when to stop before moving on to the next complete thought. be an example sentence that is incorrectly punctuated? Where would the period go in that sentence? Victor X, can you tell me where that period goes?
It goes
At the end of the sentence. And what's the word there? At the end of the sentence.
oh.
Good, good. And it says, this weekend I had a great time because I went to the beach. Victor, can you please take that eraser off your head? Thank you. Okay. Okay, the next thing that we're going to be talking about are commas. Commas are the yellow lights of reading. Okay, they tell the reader when to pause and slow down. So go ahead and in your guided notes fill in commas on that second blank. Pardon? Just one O, C-O-M-M-A. C-O-M-M-A-S. Okay, so commas are used in 3 different situations that we're going to talk about today. Jacob, can you read number 1 for me?
I went to
And just right here in the bold.
separate the items in a list.
Very good. To separate items in a list. So when you're listing something, you always put a comma in between each of the individual items. So, Akira, can you please read that example sentence that's right under there?
I went to the grocery store this morning and bought a bunch of bananas, 5 apples, a dozen eggs, a bag of pretzels.
Okay. So take 30 seconds and put in the commas where they're supposed to go. After each individual item in the list. Hey, Quan, you look ready. Tell me where the commas go.
Buy bananas, 5 apples, a dozen eggs, a bag of pretzels, and a
Good, good. So when you're speaking, you would say, I went to the grocery store this morning and bought a bunch of bananas, pause, 5 apples, pause, a dozen eggs, pause, a bag of pretzels, pause, and some ice cream. Stop. Good job. Good job. Okay. So James, can you read number 2 for me on there? Second time we use a comma.
I traveled through.
No. Right here. To separate? Yeah.
Separate 2 complete thoughts joined together in one sentence.
Okay, excellent. So next in Ms. Patel's class, you're going to learn about conjunctions. And conjunctions join 2